Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip back in time, all the way to 1934, for the second ever FIFA World Cup. If you thought the first tournament in Uruguay was wild, just wait until you hear about this one. It's a story packed with political intrigue, surprising upsets, and a host nation determined to win at all costs. So, where did it all happen? The 1934 World Cup was held in Italy, under the watchful eye of its leader, Benito Mussolini. He saw the tournament as a golden opportunity to showcase his nation's power and efficiency on the world stage. Unlike the first World Cup, which was invitational, this one featured a qualification round. 32 teams entered, all vying for one of the 16 coveted spots. Interestingly, the reigning champions, Uruguay, refused to participate. They were still upset that many European teams had snubbed their tournament in 1930, so they decided to return the favor, making them the only champions in history not to defend their title. Even the host nation Italy had to qualify for their own tournament. They played a single match against Greece, winning 4-0 and securing their spot. Talk about pressure. Some other big names that made it through included powerhouses like Austria, known as the Wunder Team, Czechoslovakia, Germany, and Spain. The South American challenge was represented by Brazil and Argentina, though Argentina sent an amateur squad, as their star players had been poached by Italian clubs. The United States also qualified in dramatic fashion, beating Mexico in a one-off playoff in Rome just 3 days before the tournament kicked off. The tournament format was a straight knockout. No group stages, no second chances. You lose, you go home. This made every single match incredibly tense. The first round, the round of 16, took place on May 27th, with all 8 games kicking off simultaneously across Italy. The host nation started strong, absolutely demolishing the USA with a 7-1 victory in Rome. Angelo Schiavio was the star, bagging a hat trick. Other big wins saw Hungary beat Egypt 4-2 and Czechoslovakia defeat Romania 2-1. But the biggest story of the first round was the clash between Spain and Brazil. The Spanish team, led by legendary goalkeeper Ricardo Zamora, managed to beat the Brazilians 3-1. Zamora even saved a penalty from Brazil's star, Leonidas da Silva. Germany also looked impressive, beating Belgium 5-2, while Austria's Wunder Team had to fight hard to overcome France 3-2 after extra time. Switzerland defeated the Netherlands 3-2, and Sweden sent Argentina's amateur side packing with a 3-2 win. Now let's talk about the quarterfinals, because this is where things get really intense and a little controversial. The marquee matchup was Italy versus Spain in Florence. This match, which ended in a 1-1 draw after extra time, is now infamous for its brutality. It was less of a football match and more of a battle. Players from both sides were injured, including the Spanish hero, goalkeeper Ricardo Zamora, who was battered and bruised so badly he couldn't play in the replay. The replay happened the very next day. A tired and depleted Spanish team, missing 7 of their starters from the previous day, faced a refreshed Italian side. Italy won 1-0 thanks to a goal from the legendary Giuseppe Meazza. However, many historians and critics point to extremely biased refereeing in both matches, suggesting that the officials were heavily influenced to ensure the host nation advanced. Meanwhile, in another quarterfinal, Austria's Wunder Team scraped past their fierce rivals Hungary with a 2-1 victory in a heated match. Germany also advanced, beating Sweden 2-1, and Czechoslovakia managed to edge out Switzerland 3-2. The stage was now set for the semifinals. The first semifinal pitted the hosts, Italy, against Austria's Wunder Team in Milan. It was a clash of titans. The pitch at the San Siro Stadium was soaked from heavy rain, which hampered Austria's technical short passing style. Italy, on the other hand, adapted better to the muddy conditions. The match was decided by a single controversial goal. An Italian player appeared to foul the Austrian goalkeeper as the ball came in, allowing Enrique Guaita to score for Italy. The Austrians protested, but the goal stood. Italy won 1-0 and was through to the final, leaving the Wunder Team heartbroken. In the other semi-final, Czechoslovakia faced Germany in Rome. The Czechs, led by their brilliant goalkeeper František Planička and the tournament's top scorer, Oldřich Nejedlý, proved too strong for the Germans. Nejedlý was on fire. scoring a hat-trick to give his team a 3-1 victory and a place in the World Cup final. Germany and Austria would go on to play in the third-place playoff, which Germany won 3-2. And so, we arrive at the final. Italy versus Czechoslovakia, held on June 10, 1934, at the Stadio Nazionale in Rome. The atmosphere was electric. Mussolini was in attendance and the entire nation expected a victory. But Czechoslovakia hadn't read the script. For much of the match, they were the better team, their slick passing game causing Italy all sorts of problems. With about 20 minutes left to play, Antonín Puig stunned the home crowd by giving Czechoslovakia a 1-0 lead. The stadium fell silent. An Italian victory, which had seemed destined, was suddenly in doubt. But the Italians, spurred on by their passionate crowd and their legendary coach Vittorio Pozzo, refused to give up. Just 10 minutes later, with about 9 minutes left in normal time, Raimundo Orsi, one of the Argentine-born players in the Italian squad, scored a spectacular equalizer. He cut in from the wing and curled a magnificent shot into the far corner of the net. The crowd erupted. The match went into extra time. 5 minutes into the first period of extra time, the comeback was complete. Angelo Schiavio, the hero from the first match, found himself with the ball in the box. He fired a shot past the heroic Czech goalkeeper, Planička, to make it 2-1 to Italy. The Italian team held on for the remaining time, and when the final whistle blew, they were the champions of the world. The celebrations were immense, a moment of national triumph that fulfilled Mussolini's vision for the tournament. While Italy's victory was a fantastic sporting achievement, the 1934 World Cup is often remembered for the political shadow that hung over it. The accusations of biased refereeing and the immense pressure to ensure an Italian victory have left a complex legacy. However, it also gave us incredible football moments. Legendary players like Giuseppe Meazza, Ricardo Zamora, and Oldrich Nehedli, and it solidified the World Cup as the planet's premier sporting event. What do you think? Was Italy's victory deserved, or was it heavily influenced by outside pressures? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading your perspectives on these classic tournaments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into football history, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into the beautiful games past. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.